What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. So, do you recognize this character? Do you know who she is? Does she look familiar with these hair loopies? If you guess Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, you are absolutely correct, my friend. We are now gonna take this amazing character from one of our favorite TV shows, and we are going to color the living crap out of it in Clip Studio. So, let's go. What's going on, guys? Okay, so I uploaded the drawing up to Clip Studio Pro, and I like to do it this way because I don't know. I like to draw on paper and then color it on the software. So to start off, obviously we're outlining everything, and I like to use a dark brown color for the skin. I think the dark brown or like a dark red, it works. It works pretty well with many colors as far as the outline, especially for skin. It just tends to work really well. And then obviously for the clothing and other stuff, I use the black lines for the line art. So right now we're creating the line art, and a little bit about Katara. I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender back in the 2000s, 2005 when it first came out. When that show came out, I mean, it was a banger. There was nothing like it. I mean, besides like anime, but when it came to American cartoons, there was nothing like it back then, bro. It was a big deal. It was a really big deal. And Katara, in the very beginning, I never would have thought that Katara would end up with Aang because of like the age gap. I mean, they're not that old. Aang is 12, she's 15, 3 years apart. That's not really that bad. But I didn't see it coming. But then again, if you think about it, Aang had to end up with somebody because he was the last Airbender. He needed to reproduce his kind, his people, the Airbenders, the Air Nomads. And Katara ended up being the wifey of Aang. A surprise. But then I think by the end of like by the second season, we kind of get the idea, of what's gonna happen at the very end with these two. So Katara, some people find her annoying because I guess she's like, I don't know, she's very motherly, right? She's very motherly, and like she likes to boss people around. She likes to boss people around. Now, I did find Katara annoying, at first. I always thought that Sokka was more funny. And Katara was just kind of like this strict mother that kind of like ruined the party, you could say. But then again, she did loosen up. At times she would loosen up, and then she would get a little wild with Toph and Aang and the gang. So one of my favorite episodes of Katara was the Painted Lady. That was a really really good episode. And the bloodbending episode, it was really dark, but it's very entertaining. Seeing her like inherit the skill of bloodbending was crazy, and it's something that she did not want to learn because of how dark it was and how scary it was. But I think it had to happen because you know I, well, not. I don't want to say like they were going extinct like the air nomads, but many waterbenders have been captured by the Fire Nation and then died. Right. So I think Katara had to inherit this gift unwillingly. That's why Hama kind of like forced it on her for Katara to learn. I mean, it was kind of messed up, but it was kind of messed up. Let's face it. But I guess it just had to happen, man. It just really had to happen, and it was kind of sad. Not gonna lie, it was a sad experience, I would say. And I think that just Katara had to carry the burden of knowing bloodbending and passing it on as part of the art of being a waterbender. Then she was a master. And right here, what I'm doing is my favorite part, which is the eyes. I really like how most of the water tribe have blue eyes. They just kind of inherit this beautiful dark skin with blue eyes. It's a very nice combination, you know. Although in the live action, they don't really show those blue eyes. I mean, not that in the trailer I haven't seen anybody inherit that, but we will see. We will see what happens in the trailer. I mean, in the actual live action. Which, by the way, guys, it comes out February 28th of 2024, which is this year. So if you're watching this before or after the time of this video, comment below and tell me what you think about the show. I'm gonna watch it either way. They did change a couple of things, or maybe a number of things from the live action that was not originally in the show, like Azula being in season 1. I didn't like that, but hey, it's a live action. They're gonna do something different with it. Who knows? And yeah, but at the end of the day, the animated show is still the best. It will continue to be the best forever and ever. One of my favorite shows of all time. And yeah, so I actually decided to add some lipstick on Katara. I don't know why. How come the water tribe girls don't wear lipstick? I've never seen them wear lipstick, so I decided to give her some lipstick. And I like it the way it looks. I like along with all the blue, with like I guess like the marine blue, kind of the purplish blue outfit that she wears. I like how it came out. I wanted to use like a very aquatic, almost green type of blue, and it came out really nice and glossy. And then, of course, we cannot forget her ponytails and her loopies, her hair loopies, as Sokka likes to say. Had fun drawing those. And yeah, just adding some highlights here on the hair, which is one of my favorite things to do on the hair, is the highlights. It's kind of like a very fun thing to do. I don't know why. It's like the icing on the cake, if you know what I mean. It's always entertaining to put that little cherry on top. Yeah, so I decided to draw Katara in this waterbending pose, like almost as if not exactly an action pose, but kind of like a more, I don't know, more like a standard pose to show her water bending and show her like, show the water going around her, the water flowing around her. Yeah. And in case you haven't noticed, the light source is actually coming from like the top left. Yeah, the top left. And yeah, so Katara, one of the she learned to heal with water. And I always wonder what would happen if Katara and Zuko ended up together in the show. I wonder. There was some fan theories about that, but what if it happened? I mean, obviously it can't happen because she had to end up with Aang, because Aang had to, recreate the air nomads. But I always wonder what would happen if Katara and Zuko ended up together. How would that go? Because for a moment they showed some chemistry when they were in that cave, and she was going to heal his scar with that water. And I wonder if that water could have actually healed his scar permanently. And I wonder if it's like one moment they show like this connection in chemistry, and then the next, Zuko turns he turns on Katara and Aang and his grandfather, which is really sad. Which, by the way, I do plan on drawing Zuko next. Zuko is the next character I plan to draw. I'm still trying to figure out which Zuko should I draw. Should I draw like Zuko with the bald head when he's chasing after, Aang, Avatar Aang in the first season? Or should I go for like the Earth Kingdom Zuko, where he has like, he has his hair grown and he's wandering around the Earth Kingdom with his uncle? I wonder. But honestly, I really like the third season Zuko. That's like my second. That's like my favorite Zuko. And I think that's everybody's second. I think that's everybody's favorite Zuko because, the guy, he had the most character development throughout the entire series. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoy the artwork. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.